Okay guys, what's up? Jason Andrews, aka the All-American Driver, and I just have to tell you guys this quick little story about what is going on with the Raptor, okay? A few days ago I posted on my Instagram story a picture of the Raptor's motor that was basically completely disassembled. And I got so many comments, questions, concerns, what is going on with the Raptor. I realized I should probably just sit down real quick and give you guys an update on what's going on with the truck. So we rewind a little bit. I have been dealing with this check engine light for 62 days, okay? It's a P0014 code, which is basically on bank one, the passenger side. It's reading that it's running over advanced. Now, a code like that, an electronic little code like that, could be a lot of different things, so sometimes this can be a little bit difficult in troubleshooting, but I did my best, and I'm going to explain to you where we're at and also where we came from, okay? So in this situation, there are 4 players involved. There's me, there's shop 1, shop 2, and the dealership. Okay, so when the light first came on, obviously I did a little bit of research, and I started by cleaning the connections for the VVT solenoid, which is on top of your intake manifold. Okay, so I cleaned those contacts, I reset the code and it came back on. Okay, I took it to my buddy's shop. I just said, hey, what do you think's going on with it? He told me spark plugs. That was about a $400 investment right there to do all 16 plugs. Clear the code, take it for a drive, light comes right back on. Then he tells me that maybe I should do an oil flush and change the oil. So I do that. Oil flush, change oil. I clear the code, comes right back on. So I do a little bit more research. I'm starting to get frustrated because I'm already in this thing $700 or so by now. And a lot of people say that it could be the variable valve timing sensor, which is located underneath the intake cover, the valve cover. And so I was like, yeah, I could do it, but let me just take it to a shop, have them diagnose it, and if that's the case, they can do that relatively easy, right? So I take it to a shop. They diagnose the same thing, hey, it's this sensor, it's underneath the valve cover, we can order it, get it in, it's just like a 30-minute job, fine. I say, okay, cool, the part itself's like less than $100. I'm like, I'm looking at another $200 to get this thing fixed, right? So shop number 2, they change the sensor. Clear the code, they take it for a test drive, light comes right back on. Shout out to shop number 2, they actually didn't charge me for that because they misdiagnosed it. Okay, so very thankful for that. They tell me that the problem could be more complicated and I would probably be best off taking it to a dealer. So I have some rapport with my dealership. They're the ones that replaced the motor on my first GT350. Link above if you guys want to see that fiasco. So I take it to the dealership, okay? And you know what they tell me? The VVT sensor, okay? Now this was the same exact sensor that I just replaced, and I told the dealer, I told them everything I'd done. I said I cleaned the contacts, I changed the oil, I did an oil flush, I changed the plugs, I put a new sensor in the truck. They said the sensor's bad. If you put a new one in, was it a Ford product? That's what they said. I said no. They said, well, that's your problem. So I said, okay, well, how much is this gonna cost, right? It's like 500 bucks, right? For the sensor and now the dealership's precious time to actually put the thing in the truck, right? So at this point, I'm like, unfortunately, I don't really have a choice. So I tell them to go ahead and do it. They get it done the next day. I go pick up the truck. Before I even get home, the check engine light comes back on. So now I'm out $1,000 so far. Okay, I'm out $1,000. And I still have the same problem, okay? So I drive it straight back to the dealer. I said, hey, you didn't fix it. This is where things get a little bit more complicated, okay? So you guys remember when I bought the truck, link somewhere, it was a good day actually. I kind of got swindled into buying the powertrain warranty, an extended powertrain warranty. I didn't know I was paying for it when they offered it to me, but I realized after reading my service contract that I actually paid for that thing. And that warranty covers all internally lubricated parts with the engine, okay? The thing is, you know, this problem could be a camshaft phaser issue. It could be a guide chain issue. The thing could have jumped a tooth. It could be all sorts of little things that are happening inside the engine. Okay, so let me explain. The cam phaser is oil pressurized, okay? So, and what that thing does is the phaser, it moves either clockwise or counterclockwise to advance or retard timing depending on your driving conditions. And like I said, that thing is oil pressurized, okay? It is a mechanical unit, and it has an inlet that has a screen over it for the oil to come through, right? So that it doesn't shoot any debris or something in there to clog that the phaser. And so if that screen is clogged, that is not an internally lubricated part, and that needs to come out of my pocket, right? I'm paying for that, okay? And for the dealer to open up this truck, it's like a 10 or 12 hour job. You know, you do the math at like probably $150 is their probably shop fee, I imagine. You know, you're looking at like 1,200 bucks, 1,500 bucks probably for that. And so I had to make a decision whether to basically risk it. You know, if it's something mechanically broken, warranty covers it. If it's not, I have to pay for it, but hopefully the truck gets fixed, right? So summer's coming. I've got so many adventures and stuff planned, like I gotta get the truck back. So I had no choice really, you know. I said, okay, fine, let's take the risk, open it up, okay? So they open it up and they send me a bunch of pictures, right? We'll go through them. A picture of the guide chain, the guides for the chain. They look in pretty good shape. Obviously we've got the valve cover off, we've got some of the pulleys off here. Okay, on this table you guys can see the VVT, the camshaft phaser, sorry, the chains, the valve covers, tensioner, crank pulley. Another shot here of the guide. It's probably the other side of the motor. Again, pretty disassembled. Here's a nice shot of the phasers themselves. With the chains. Nothing jumps out at me exactly. A little bit closer shot here. Just of the disassembly, basically. You got the crank pulley off, you got some of the accessory things off. Definitely kind of a complicated job. There's just a picture of the front end of my truck. You guys can see the Lee power steering reservoir, the rigid light bar. Okay, that's definitely my truck, right? You know, it's hard because the camshaft phaser is it's kind of like a sealed unit a little bit. So I think it's hard to simulate if that thing actually is stuck or not. But apparently the screen leading into it was not clogged. Okay, so basically they sent all those pictures to the powertrain warranty company. The warranty company looked at them, and after a day or so, they decided to actually replace everything. So everything that you saw in the pictures, you know, the phasers, the chains, the tensioners, everything in there is getting replaced under the powertrain warranty. It's like probably a little over $3,000 job. Very, very, very thankful for that. By now, so you guys know, I use the powertrain warranty for my four-wheel drive, right? The hubs. There's a video, I'll link to that. That was kind of an interesting video. The powertrain warranty helped out on that, and now they're like basically picking up all of this, you know, minus like a gasket or something like that, but we're talking just, you know, dollars, not thousands of dollars. So couldn't be happier. I got to get this truck back soon. The dealer said they ordered parts yesterday. They should be in today. Truck could be done as early as tomorrow. Problem is, I'm going to the track tomorrow, so with the Shelby GT350R. I don't think I'm going to have enough time leaving the track to go to the dealer to pick up the truck, but I'm going to figure that out as it comes. I'm not 100% sure. If not, probably early next week, which kind of sucks because I was hoping to do some stuff over the 4-day weekend. You know, I'm sure you guys all have plans too. But whatever, as long as they're paying for it, I can wait another couple days if I need to. So that about covers what's going on with the Raptor. Thanks everybody for your concern. And yeah, that's it. I'm probably the next video you'll see will be the GT350R on the track for the first time. Super pumped about that tomorrow. We got so many people going, so many friends. I think there's going to be like some mini stories in there, and you know, kind of see who can get the fastest time and things like that. So that's going to be fun. But anyways, the Raptor is coming back. Should be good for the next 100-200,000 miles. I mean, these motors are supposed to last forever. I'm surprised that I'm actually having so many issues with this truck, but thankfully, like I said, the powertrain warranty is coming in, and I'm gonna get this thing fixed. So that's all from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Jason Andrews, the All-American Driver, and I will see you guys in the next episode.